Hey, orchid lovers, how's your day going? Today, we're giving our orchids a fresh start with a new growing medium. With just a few simple ingredients, we'll help your orchid grow strong, healthy roots, and thrive. Let's get started. We'll be using 3 cups of soybeans for this process. Soybeans are a fantastic natural booster for orchids. They're rich in proteins, amino acids, and essential nutrients like nitrogen, which helps promote strong root development and vibrant foliage. We're going to soak the soybeans in 200 milliliters of hot water to help soften them and release their beneficial nutrients. This process allows the proteins, amino acids, and natural growth stimulants to become more easily absorbed by our orchids. Have you ever tried sweet leaf soup? It's not just delicious for us, but it also works wonders for orchids. We need to remove the young stems of the sweet leaf. This leafy green is packed with essential nutrients, vitamins, and natural plant hormones that help boost root growth and overall plant health. Garlic isn't just great for fighting colds in humans. It also works wonders for orchids. Where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments. I'd love to connect with you. And if you're facing any challenges in your orchid care journey, feel free to share. Let's learn, grow, and make our orchids thrive together. Let's put the garlic into the blender. Let's blend the garlic together with the sweet leaf. Stir the solution. Now, let's add the soaked soybeans into the blender. Blend the mixture thoroughly to ensure that all the nutrients from the soybean, garlic, and sweet leaf extract are fully released into the solution. This step is crucial because it helps break down the beneficial compounds, making them more accessible for your orchid to absorb. After blending, let's strain the mixture through a fine mesh or cloth to separate the liquid from the residue. The nutrient-rich solution will be used for our orchids, while the leftover pulp shouldn't go to waste. Instead of discarding it, you can repurpose it as an organic fertilizer for other plants in your garden. Let's allow the solution to rest for 15 minutes. Let's trim off the faded flower spike. After cutting, the orchid's wounds will be exposed, making them vulnerable to infections and rot. We need to cut off the rotten roots because they can spread disease and harm the healthy parts of the orchid. We will place foam and moss at the bottom of the orchid's growing medium. This rotting roots will harm your orchid by blocking healthy root growth and increasing the risk of fungal and bacterial infections. If left unchecked, they can spread decay to the rest of the plant, weakening it over time. That's why we need to remove them carefully so our orchid can focus on growing fresh, strong roots. No worries if the language is tricky. Our videos come with subtitles in over 100 languages, including English, French, German, Japanese, Korean, and more. To enable subtitles, 1. Tap the settings icon. 2. Select subtitles, CC, and pick your language. 3. If your language isn't listed, choose Auto Translate for more options. Enjoy watching in the language that suits you best. We'll dilute it with 500 milliliters of water. This helps balance the concentration, making it gentle and effective for our orchid's roots. A well-diluted solution ensures the nutrients are absorbed without overwhelming the plant. We'll now pour the diluted solution into a small bowl. Let's not forget to wash the orchid thoroughly with clean water. This helps remove any remaining dirt, bacteria, or old residue, giving our plant a fresh start before we continue with the care process. You know, orchids are more than just plants to me. They're a passion, a true love. Every moment spent caring for them, from trimming old roots to watering them just right, feels so relaxing. Watching them grow day by day, seeing new roots and leaves appear, it's such a rewarding experience. How about you? Do you feel the same way when taking care of your orchids? Let me know in the comments. After thoroughly washing the orchid and letting it dry, we'll take a cotton pad, dip it into the solution we prepared, and gently wipe down the entire plant. Did you know? The United States is home to over 200 native orchid species. One of the most fascinating is the ghost orchid, Dendrophylax lindeni, which grows in the swamps of Florida. This rare and mysterious orchid has no leaves and relies entirely on its roots for photosynthesis. Have you ever seen a wild orchid in the US? Let me know in the comments. Let's soak it for 30 minutes. After soaking for 30 minutes, carefully take the orchid out and let it drain. We'll now apply cinnamon to the orchid's wounds. Cinnamon isn't just a kitchen spice, it's a natural antifungal and antibacterial agent that helps protect your orchid from infections while promoting faster healing. By gently dabbing a bit of cinnamon on the wounds where we trim the roots or leaves, we create a protective barrier that keeps bacteria and fungi away. Don't forget the wound we left after cutting the flower branch. It can grow new branches of flowers. To start planting, let's first prepare a small amount of floral foam. This will serve as the base layer, helping with aeration and drainage so that excess water doesn't accumulate at the bottom. We'll be using bark as the primary growing medium for our orchid. Bark is perfect because it provides excellent drainage and airflow, preventing root rot while keeping the roots aerated. It also mimics the natural environment of orchids, helping them thrive just like they would in the wild. When choosing bark, go for medium to large pieces to ensure good ventilation and moisture control. Now, let's start filling the pot and get our orchids settled in. Let's not forget to use moss. Sphagnum moss is a fantastic addition to our orchid potting mix. It helps retain just the right amount of moisture, preventing the roots from drying out too quickly while still allowing airflow. This is especially useful for young orchids or those recovering from stress. You know, one of the things I love about gardening is how nothing ever really goes to waste. The leftover solution we just made, we don't have to throw it away. Instead, we can use it to care for other plants in the garden. Different plants absorb nutrients in different ways. But trust me, this mixture is packed with good stuff. Garlic, soybeans, and rose petals all have their own benefits. And when diluted properly, they can work wonders for other flowers and even some leafy greens. So, instead of tossing it, why not give a little love to the rest of your garden? Just water it down a bit more, and you've got yourself a natural, gentle fertilizer. I do this all the time, and I swear my other plants love it too. Have you ever tried repurposing your orchid care solutions for other plants? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experience. Let's give this orchid a nice, deep watering. After all the care we've put into cleaning, trimming, and repotting, hydration is the final step to help it settle into its new home. Make sure to water thoroughly so that the new potting medium absorbs moisture properly, but don't let the roots sit in standing water for too long. Let's give our orchid a nice misting. A gentle spray helps keep the humidity just right and gives the leaves a little refresh after all the handling. Be sure to mist lightly, just enough to create a fresh, dewy effect without soaking the plant too much. After 4 weeks, your orchid's roots will reveal a lot about how well it's adapting to its new environment. If everything is going smoothly, you'll notice fresh plump roots with bright green tips beginning to extend outward. These tips are the growing points, signaling that the plant is actively taking in moisture and nutrients. The older, healthy roots should appear firm and coated in a silvery white velamen, a spongy layer that helps absorb and store water. When dry, they'll have a slightly dusty, pale appearance, but once you water them, they'll turn a vibrant green, indicating good hydration. However, if any roots appear mushy, brown, or have a hollow texture when gently squeezed, they may be rotting and should be removed to prevent infection from spreading. A well-growing orchid will develop strong aerial roots, those that extend above the potting medium, reaching for moisture in the air. These roots may curl slightly or cling to surfaces, a natural adaptation for epiphytic orchids in the wild. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Let me know in the comments how your orchid is doing, or if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. Happy growing, and I'll see you in the next video.